Hello, welcome back to Pretty Girl Podcast. Have you noticed I cut out the intro on the last few podcasts? I'm kind of over it, honestly. Nobody really listens to the intro anyways, right? I know I always skip it, so I figured I would just come in hot and nasty on the mic. So, hi, if you're new here, I am Ashley Kelly Purdy, and I started this little podcast about a year ago in hopes to, connect some like minded women. I like to put a little emphasis on military spouses as well because, hi, I am one. And I think military spouses could use a little extra TLC. Many of us are moving all the time, we're alone quite a bit, and I just feel like community is muy importante. Whether you are military or not, though, you are welcome here. On this podcast, I like to talk about goal setting, mindset, and living a life that you're proud of. In the past, I have talked about getting out of debt. I've talked about fitness and nutrition. I've talked about leaving the Mormon church and my eating disorder. So, we keep it really light around here. No, JK. I like to just keep it a hundo with you guys, and I like to talk about the real stuff and also some lighthearted stuff because I can't live in the deep and heavy all the time. I need a joke here and there, a little comic relief. If you have been here with me from the beginning, I just want to say a massive thank you. This has been so much fun, and I'm really looking forward to 2021 and improving and growing the podcast into what I envision. I love talking about goals, but I mostly love working on goals and showing the work that goes into achieving a goal. Like when I was getting out of debt, I was documenting every day through Instagram what I was doing and how I was doing it. I don't just want to talk about it, I want to be about it. And some people, I don't know, they might think it's narcissistic to post it all on Instagram, whatever. It's okay. I can't control what others think. But I know that for me, I follow people that are motivated and working on goals, and it inspires the heck out of me, especially during this pandemic where we are separated from people and all most of us have are our phones to connect with others. I want to make sure that I'm connecting with people that are working to improve their lives and chase big dreams, and they're striving to live better than the day before. I know that for a lot of us, the lockdowns and COVID has really thrown us off our game. Last night, I was scrolling through stories on Instagram, and this mom Instagram that I follow put up one of those Q&As where someone will write in for the other followers to answer yes or no to. If you don't know what I'm talking about, that's fine. It's just something that like all these mom pages do. Anyway, one person wrote, "I haven't done one productive thing during the pandemic. Is that okay? Yes or no?" And first, I just had to take a deep breath and send that person love and empathy. I don't know this person. I'm never going to know this person. It was obvious to me that they were seeking some kind of validation and not doing anything productive, and that maybe there's possibly some guilt behind that. And that's why she asked that question. Maybe she wanted to see that 100% of the other moms be like, yes, it's okay if you haven't done anything productive. So I want to be sensitive and empathetic, but about this, right? Because we are all going through a lot right now, some more than others. And it's not our place to judge who has it worse. You never know what's going on behind closed doors. Keep your eyes on your own paper. You know what I mean? But I just couldn't help but put myself in this person's shoes. And if I was this person that hadn't done anything productive in the last 9 months, if I was truly struggling to work towards building a better life for myself, for my family, I would want somebody to pull me out of bed, grab me by the shoulders, and shake me out of it. Give me a little pep talk. And listen, I just want to be clear here. If I was truly depressed and something was off chemically, I would hope that someone would throw me in a car, get me to the doctor, get some help. There's zero shame in getting the help that you need for depression. That in and of itself is productive. Working on your mental health is extremely productive, and it's a practice everybody needs. And if that means seeing a doctor for depression and anxiety, getting on some medication, coming up with a plan to get through it, do it. Okay. The one thing I know is we are not meant to live this life being unproductive, sleeping the day away, drinking the day away, eating the day away, smoking the day away, numbing out. And I would hope that I have people in my life that love me enough to remind me of this. So let's imagine this person, okay? Let's say she's not clinically depressed, and let's say she really just hasn't had the drive to do anything productive this year because of the pandemic. Maybe that's you. And I'm going to be your friend right now that's shaking your shoulders and giving you a little pep talk, okay? Listen, you are better than this, and you know it. Get out of the echo chambers that are telling you to live small during this pandemic. When are you going to take charge of your life and create the future that you deserve? Nobody is coming to do it for you. This is your choice and your choice alone. It is not your husband's responsibility. It is not your mom's responsibility. And it's definitely not the government's responsibility. Challenges are not going anywhere. This is part of life, and it's time to step the F up. I know that this year has been hard. We all know that. We're constantly reminded of it every freaking day. But you are stronger than you realize, and you can do hard things, and it's time that you remember that. So get off the couch, take a shower, get out a pen and paper and sit down, write down what you want for yourself. Take an actual step today. Call your sister, call your friend, call your mom, tell them what you're doing. Ask them to hold you accountable, because guess what? When you wake up tomorrow and all this motivation is gone, you're going to need them to remind you. Okay? Because that's just human nature. You're going to second guess yourself, but you're not going to give up. Not this time. You have the motivation. You have the tools. Please do this for yourself. You deserve it. You were meant to live a productive life. You're meant to create and thrive and grow and live. So this is your wake-up call. We are not giving this pandemic any more power, and it's time to get up, it's time to get moving, and it's time to get some goals in place. You know that you're better than this. You know that you can do it. You know you need this. And it's going to take some grit, and it's going to take some discipline, but you can do it. Okay? So make yourself proud. My husband is a big Jordan Peterson fan, and if you don't know who he is, he's a clinical psychologist who wrote the book 12 Rules for Life. Definitely recommend if you're interested. Anyway, he talks about this practice of simply getting quiet, sitting on your bed, and ask yourself, what am I doing that's preventing me from being productive? Oftentimes, the answer will just come to you in seconds. Are you drinking too much? Are you obsessing over the news? Are you surrounding yourself with people that are also sort of living in this unproductive space? That's what I mean by getting yourself out of the echo chambers. If everybody around you is saying, it's okay, we're in a pandemic, here's another drink. But deep down, you're sad because you know you could do more. You need to do more. You want to do more. You need somebody to say, yeah, it's been tough, but we can still be productive. We can still try. There is still a life worth living, even in the midst of a pandemic. Okay. I know this podcast might rub some people the wrong way. Please know I'm coming from a place of love and understanding. I guess I just wanted to give a different perspective than what I've been seeing lately. Like, what would I need? Ashley Kelly, what would I need if I was unproductive for the last 9 months? Right? That's who I'm talking to. We are at the end of the year. Surprise. It's time to start thinking about how we want 2021 to look. Just because 2020 didn't look exactly like we thought, it doesn't mean that we give up. Okay. You're better than that. You guys, I'm sending you so much love today. And if you celebrate Christmas, I hope you have the best Christmas this weekend. And I hope that, it's filled with happiness and love. It might look a little bit different this year, and that's okay. Just focus on what matters. Thank you for listening. And if you have a friend that could use this little kick in the pants today, send them this podcast. Love you guys so much. I hope you have the best holiday, and I'm going to talk to you next week. Thank you for listening to Pretty Girl Podcast. If you have a second, please rate and review and share this podcast with somebody you think would love it. See you next week.